Hey friends, what's up? Welcome to a new episode of Is It My Team or Do I Suck? Today we are having a Widow review again, and hopefully the Widows are gonna be a bit better than last time. First contestant today is Unicorn Ghost. Unicorn Ghost is a Silver 3 Widow player, and he thinks he deserves Platinum 2. That is oddly specific, but I mean, we'll take it. I'm not sure if it's the teammates or the enemy, but the game doesn't seem to think that I should be higher, even though I believe that I should. It would be great if you could review my gameplay. I'm sure I'm in Elo Hell though, lol. First game was a loss, second game was a win. Yeah, we're gonna check your loss first. Maybe if I feel nice, I'll check the win after. What I'm gonna say before, I mean, the entire point of this series is to prove Elo Hell is not real. Some games you will lose no matter how well you do, and that is facts, okay? As long as you play enough, eventually you will get to the rank you belong. It might take 10 games, it might take 50 or 100. In the long run, you will still get to the rating that you deserve. But I mean, maybe you'll prove me wrong. Let's see what you have. Welcome to the ring and good luck. Don't know if you've seen the videos. Midtown attack. It is kinda hard to make Widow work on first point in my opinion. There is not a lot of angles you can take. Yeah, it's nice that you go and start in the window and look down, right? But usually the enemy team plays around here, around the high ground on the left side. So the only thing you can really do is sit in mid and hope someone peeks you, or like flank around and go left side and get some picks. Honestly, I really like the spot you took at the start. The enemy was completely clueless you were there. If you take the time here to aim, which I mean that's almost a headshot. I actually don't know how that's not a headshot. Let's pull a Caffrey. 0.25. I was gonna say maybe you take more time to aim, but like this looked pretty...
I beg your pardon?
That was like really close. Like I think you hit her wings instead of her head. Like yeah, that should have probably hit. It's unlucky. You're low HP. This is where you spam I need healing on flame the supports. That's what I would do. Okay, and now you are in a spot where they have a Hanzo and an Ash on that distance. Nice pick, by the way. Oh my god. This is Silver 2? Silver 3? Yo, you're a god. I was gonna say something. The first thing I would look out for is realize what your weaknesses on your team are and what your strengths are, and play around that. The first thing I would notice, right, is that your supports are not really on point with healing you. It took them a while to realize you were low, and even when you sat here in main, right, and you took damage here, it is taking your supports a while to actually heal up. You know, play for yourself, try to play around medkits more, try to play a bit safer. The enemy team seems to be really bad at looking at you. You missed those shots, it really doesn't matter. You carried the fight, you got the first two intros. I am honestly impressed. For Silver, this is very good awareness of where you can be and where you can get value out of your character, right? You're not playing too far forward, you're not playing like a dumbass. You're playing pretty safe. I would like for you to go more aggressive now. Yeah, move in, that's a correct call. And hopefully get a kill on that Ash. Do you see the Warlock? Oh. You seem a bit like shaky with your mouse control though, you know? Right, like right there, if you hold it still and just speak out instead of making a lot of noise, you hit that every time. Right, like that's not the greatest mouse control, but I mean it worked. That being said, your team did lose the fight. You know, if you're like, oh my god, team, I gotta kill how we lose. I mean, they used ults and you didn't. They just used Valk, Junker Queen ult, and now the next fight should be really easy for you. Ultimate usage and ultimate management matters more than anything else in the game. Imagine... Yeah, you could have definitely gotten that kill, but I mean your supports died to that. Newbies! Alright, let's see this. You have the high ground. Yeah, so like a good Ash would have killed you there. If you look at your positioning from third person, you are very exposed. You can play closer to that corner and avoid getting shot there. Also, I don't know why you jumped down. What is your thought process? I think there's an aiming issue. There's no reason why you to jump down there. And now you're out of position, you have to use grapple to get back up. But... yeah, you're just kind of confused, man. Your positioning was great until you jumped down. And overall, I think your positioning is way better than Silver. But you have very shaky aim. And you have very mediocre... okay, I don't want to say a mediocre attention span. Like, there's no reason to look at the Bob there. You know, like, it's like, oh, there's a Bob. Anyways, moving on, right? Like, you can't kill him. Right? Like, I don't know why you even spend any second looking at him instead of looking at the Mercy that's flying in your face. Like, there's 3 people on point that you can one-shot kill. That's the strength of Widow. You're in an amazing spot. Instead, you turn around, look for the Bob for a second. Now you go back. Come on, kill someone. Dude, I was complimenting you so much until now, and now you're just kind of botting out. You've provided 0 value second point so far for your team. Nice. Okay, see, there we go. Got the intro. Okay. You can move in.
No.
We were talking about positioning and awareness. Your positioning is great, but you don't hear footsteps. Maybe you heard the Junkagoon once. Like, who's gonna come up here? You saw the Reaper downstairs like a second ago, right? They have to be on card, right? This is where you take the high ground. Trying to go for the style shots? I said this in a multiple of my VOD reviews. Shooting a Valking Mercy is low value. Most of the time, if the Mercy is half decent, you will not get the kill. If you're at a bank and you invest into stocks and you do like call options and then you go to Wall Street bets, like the Reddit forum, right? You go all in on Tesla and then you lose all your money. The risk reward is very low, right? Because the risk of you losing all your money is very high because you're a dumbass. If you were smart, you would just invest into S&P, right? Same thing with shooting Mercy, right? Like, is it sick if you have that 1 out of 10 win? Yeah, but 9 out of 10 times you're gonna do nothing. And while you're doing nothing, the enemy is gonna kill you. Point is, I get the Mercies shooting you here, but your entire team is up here. Realistically, you don't die, right? You're going for the sick montage shots instead of looking for an easy kill like the Lucio, right? Or looking for where the DPS are. Okay, and you finally realize... No, yeah. You finally realize who you are supposed to look for. And... yeah, that was great. See, there you go. That's what you should have done at the start. You know who you can kill with high value, and you know where the Ash was. You relocate, and you know, like we're not gonna talk about your aim until later on when I flame you, but that was good. That was good. They get a res of. Don't lose that 1v1 to the Mercy, please, please. Oh. Oh. They use speed, and you get the Ash. Okay? Now, it's good that you're trying to deny res. At this point, you see that the Lucio is moving away. Option number 1 is go into their spawn and hope that they feed. You can die to the respawning Reaper, which you're gonna do, spoilers. Or you just go back, take high ground again. Like, nobody's contesting you. This is your real estate. You have a house in New York. You're a billionaire, basically. You're not even renting. You own the house. Go up here, snipe them. Instead of going for the risky play. You go for the risky play again, and it doesn't pay off. Gambling addict. 90% of gamblers don't stop until, or stop before a good win, right? Or a big win. Okay, Widowmaker is here. With hit. High ground. Big pick. Body shot on the Mercy. And now you just win, right? Oh my god! Come on. Get one more and I'm gonna be really happy. Okay, that counts. That counts. And there you go. You're definitely not carrying. First point you popped off. You're doing it okay right now. But there you go. Anyways, back to the feeding. The funny thing is, this just reminds me. This is actually the distance where the new damage fall off on Widow would come in. On the new patch, if you hit that headshot, they wouldn't die probably. Which is kind of funny. But I mean, you're not dying to the Ash. Honestly, it's still good that you fight on that distance. But you know you gotta be aware of the Reaper. And I don't know if you heard, but he has like a... you know, like the sound cue when he comes in. And then, oh my god, I have arrived. I'm so edgy. What is happening? Did this guy lag out? Do you think his mom came in and he was like, Mom, I can't right now, and he's still like pressing the buttons while not looking at the screen? Like, he's playing normally right now, clearly, and it doesn't look like bot movement. So he plays normally still. Completely normal. These... He misses the swing. He gets rezzed. And then he just stops moving his mouse. You see how he's using his left click and his right click? Which is on a mouse, right? You would notice like a mouse move. What the hell? What am I looking at?
We are fewer in number, but greater in spirit.
What is he doing? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Easy mind. Okay, let's see what you have on defense. And then we're gonna do another interlude of the tank on the other team. This can work out for a bit. But as soon as anyone on your team f***s up and dies... Nice. Good reaction time. Good shot. Yeah, as soon as anyone on your team, which is you, f***s up, they respawn right there and they will capture. Now, I'm not saying it's lost. In fact, Kiriko is killing all of them because Kiriko is a balanced support that definitely needed more buffs. What I'm saying is it's really risky to hold in as spawn. There is a point that you have to fight around. I mean, you're just missing. Yeah. There are some maps where attack is pretty doable. But the reason it's harder to attack than to defend is because defenders can set up and have angles on you, right? You can have one person up here looking down on them. You can be in the window. Really good on defense on Widow. You can see everyone everywhere. And then if they move to point, right, you can also just go to the other window. And you gave up all that advantage because you wanted to troll their team. If you lose this, I'm gonna make fun of you because you deserve it. Waking up. That was a free kill. This Moira is a perfect example of Silver Syndrome. The reason people in Silver die so much to like Smurfs, right, is because they walk so predictably. This guy is just walking in a straight line, and even after he sees you, he continues walking in a straight line. If you are a good Widow and you want to climb and you say you, plat 3, you need to hit those shots. That's like literally a line. Put the crosshair on the line and kill him for free. You need to hit those. In fact, you're dying to a damage orb. Did you just get 1v1 by a single damage orb? And you just don't react. It's literally only the damage orb. You took 0 other damage. You could have carried if you just stay back. You have a lot of time. Like your team is touching, right? Imagine if you walk back a meter there with a damage orb. Wait until you're healed and then re-peek. You just win right there. The game doesn't seem to think that I should be higher, even though I believe I should. I think the damage orb on the other team does not think you deserve higher SR. I'm skipping forward because if you actually just submitted a game... I see. You tricked me. You said you're gonna lose, but then you won against an AFK Reinhardt. Aha. Alright, this is not how it rolls here. If they're both wins, I'm banning you. So hopefully we'll see more of you here. And you know... If you think you're an Elo Hell, you gotta carry. And I really didn't see a carry last game. And that's a great start. You were just very exposed. Starting up here is insanely risky on Widow. Up there, in Plat or any other rank, you die instantly if they're any decent. It's fine to look for the Pharah. That angle is really bad for you, right? Because the Pharah can shoot down on you. And it's really hard for you to hit the one tap. And now is where you back out. You're 1 HP and you don't realize. And you're just running around, dying. 100% on you. It doesn't even matter if you come back here and get the kill on a 1 HP Pharah. Barely, for the record. Barely. Like, you fucked it up almost. But all of that doesn't matter because you just lost your team the first fight, right? If you stagger anymore and die again first, it's over. That was great picks. There we go. This is what I want to see. How do you go from being that inconsistent to actually hitting like really fast, insane flicks right there? Maybe it was just lucky shots because now you're back on the he's killing. Nice. You're back to missing. All right. Yeah, do not pick dude, Bastion at a distance can burst you down in like a millisecond. So all you have to do here is not die, force them out, and yes, your number 1 priority should be Pharah. This is where you can wall hack, by the way. You can definitely pop the wall hack right now. Get the info. Yep. Good time to wall hack. You know where the Pharah is? That angle is very hard for you to actually, you know, do anything with, obviously. And yeah, yeah, like going. You finally found the Pharah. You go into the fight, you wall hack, and you see the Pharah up there, you can just drop down on the right side. And after you drop down, if you realize you can't hit him, like how are you gonna... If you grapple up here, there's still a tower in your face. You can't shoot him. He's all the way on the other side. So if anything, if you really want to kill the Pharah, you can grapple to like here and get the angle on him, right? Instead of like doing something. I don't know what you're trying to do here. I mean, you missed the grapple anyways. Going for the grapple again, and then, like, you know, doesn't do anything again. And then you finally find the Pharah, miss a shot. Okay. And you die to the Pharah. Just a general tip for everyone that struggles with a Pharah, okay? You have to understand that if the Pharah gets close to you as a Widowmaker, you are very likely to die, right? So the way you handle a Pharah as Widow is you stay away from her. On long distance, she cannot peek you reliably without you just farming her for free. You are up here, and if you look at third person perspective, this is actually a horrible position, right? Your team just died. They're all the way back in your spawn. You are basically alone. I know there's a brick below you.
Hello, Mario.
But you are alone. In this moment is where you should realize you need to back out. You're already taking damage from the Pharah. You need to back out and back out more. And if you decide to go close now, you hear the Pharah already in the sky. You will die to her, right? And if you stay here, you will die to her. You should have backed out and waited for your team. There's nothing you can do there. You get rest. And then you go in melee range? What the fuck? Instead of backing out? Yeah, what's gonna happen here, guys? It's actually a miracle you're still alive, to be honest. Huh? Yeah, and because you are so exposed, like, you Reaper died because you were not in a position to just farm the Pharah for free. You went from really nice positioning in game 1 to now playing melee range Widowmaker. For whatever reason. This is just a DPS diff, man. You're just getting rolled by their Pharah. It's not even that the Mercy is damage boosting him. You're just getting rolled, man. This is a skill diff. There's no way you play like that and you think you're in Elo Hell. You had one great fight where you killed a lot of people, right? And you won that fight. And the rest of the game, you've struggled. You've gotten rest multiple times, you've died to the Pharah multiple times, and then you have had fights where you don't do anything. Like, you're really not doing enough of anything right now. You have some great shots, and then you have some periods of time where you just do nothing for 5 minutes. Mr. Grapple, Mr. Grapple. Okay. High value play, shooting the Reinhardt shield. Alright. Cover fire, boys. Even when you're up like 4, you still die. You are getting hard lifted, man. Sometimes, I don't know if you're a Widow OTP, sometimes it's okay to swap off. You know. The kill feed is literally all blue and then there's you in between, dying. Every time. I'm not sure if it's my teammates or the enemy. It's you. Good intro. Your job is basically done. Now you just provide cover fire, move in slowly, and you really shouldn't lose. I like that you're taking forward angle, and this is where you need to hit the shots now. This is where you need to hit the... There we go. Nice. You still easily win this here. Yeah, there we go. The only thing you have to do right now is not die. They have no tank. Yeah, you can walk in. Like, you're way more proactive on attack. You actually know your positioning. But, like, you need to work on your aim in general. There's a lot of easy shots you need to hit. You have so much space. Widow is a space taker, right? Widow gets the space from the team, hopefully. And you are the one that's supposed to kill. If you are uncontested there, you are the one that's supposed to kill everyone. Your team is making space for you. But you're not doing enough with it. Come on, hit that shot, please. 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 Oh my god. You missed the easiest shots and then you hit like a nuts flick. Like, what? What is that? What the fuck? What is wrong with you? Okay, you know the Cassidy's upstairs. Maybe not go melee range into Cassidy. Cassidy is good on medium distances. You're good on long distances. If you grapple up here, he could have been right here, by the way, then you instantly die because if it has incendiary. But on this distance, the Cassidy is gonna win the 1v1 if he's better than you or equally skilled. You know what he could have done instead? Stay slow in the back, look for this angle, or, you know, go all the way around, go right side. Wait for him to overcommit, get free kills on this side. Instead of actually contesting him, ego peeking. That's what we call an ego fight. Where you're so confident in your skill, you take fights that you are at a disadvantage for no reason. You see the Reaper. You can wall hack. You can outplay him. Nice, good job. There we go. Oh no, panic mode. Nice. How do you lose this game? All you have to do here, right, is have one good fight, get like 1 or 2 intros as Widow, and you just win. It doesn't matter that you die there even. All you have to do is have one decent fight in 4 minutes, and you just win. This is like out of the norm. You're getting so much space on Widow. Like, this is a free Widow game for you. You can free farm them. At no point in time, other than the Reaper teleporting on you now, have you ever been harassed this game. You've always been free to do what you want. You need to hit the shots, and you need to get the value out of it. If you can't, then you gotta swap. Yeah, in that distance, the Bastion is not gonna kill you. You win that 1v1 for free. It's personal. Alright, so you ram ult in and rally in. This is where you can actually move in with your team. You're scared of the Reaper, but realistically, if you stay inside your ram ult and your brick ult, you don't lose that. The Reaper is just chilling. He's so scared of the Reaper now that he don't want to move in. He's just looking at you. Ooh, aim too high. Guys, Reaper OP, man. Buff Widowmaker, nerf Reaper. All you gotta do is stay outside of his range and hit him once and he dies. This is what we call a DPS difference. You remember what I said like a minute ago? All you have to do is have one fight where you get a kill and you win. Or maybe 2 now because the card didn't move. Or move backwards. Please. 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 This hurts. You reload after every single bullet too. Hey, you finally hit the shot. Hey, there we go. And you're dead. If you are worried about the Reaper being up here, you can walk out left side. You can ask your team for help. You can swap. There's so many things you can do here. Or just hit the shots. You're doing nothing. They held your spawn for 4 minutes.
10 seconds.
I don't want to do this no more.
Guys, there's a Kiriko behind you. You just leave your team. The Kiriko is still there. And you're just all just like, not dealing with that shit. It's a free kill. As long as she doesn't TP, that's a big stagger. And you leave first, so your Bastion is struggling. And nobody else cares. Look at you. You just give, and then it said you grapple in and die to the Reaper instantly. Yep, and that is the game. Do I really have to do like an analysis at the end? Aim lacking. Positioning. Pretty okay. A lot of fights where you did nothing. With the space you had, you need to hit the shots. Practice your aim. Practice the distance you have to hold against the enemy. There were a lot of fights where you took fights medium range or close range to characters that you lose medium or close range to. It's not your team. You suck. You're not plat 3. You're in silver. Maybe if you practice a bit more, you'll climb. Until then, you suck. Until next time. See you guys. Bye bye.